Hello and welcome to another update video about Polkadot. Just want to update you quickly because it is running or going in line with my expectations what Polkadot is doing here. We are moving further towards here my final target area, that wave C target. We did not make a move into this area here, I have to say. So this was always an option for many cryptos. Well, it did work out. You know, some cryptos did move into this area. Basically, what this was is this was the assumption that they do here something like a wave A to the downside, a wave B, and then a final wave C down. Harmony One has done it. Phantom has done it, I think. We just need to see that work out. You know, we see the turnaround now for these cryptos, but now they need to come down as well further. But yeah, some cryptos have moved into this area. This was a high, or well, yeah, it was a fairly high probability. What we see, however, is that we are moving down straight away without this sort of relief rally here. There were a few cryptos which did that relief rally, to be fair. However, yeah, Polkadot is not one of them. And in the end, you don't know if it's going to happen or not. It looked a bit like that here, you know, when we were moving up here all the way to $33, but it didn't work out. And in the end, the target would have been the same down here. Now, the advantage of this is, as we don't seem to be moving up here at the moment, well, it doesn't mean we couldn't still do it, but I think it's getting less and less likely as we're moving further down here. The advantage is that the correction will be finished earlier, okay? As we're moving further down here. So eventually what we did here, in my view, was a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 impulsive move to the upside with a peak in May. We then came down here impulsively. So all of this here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down as well. Pretty much what Bitcoin did here in this wave A. A wave A consists of 5 waves. We then moved up in a very clear, in my view, a very clear 3-wave structure here. We moved up in this larger wave B, which was also a smaller wave C. And from here on, then we moved down. And to be honest, what this is, this wave C, it seems to work out as a 5-wave structure, but an extended one. So I think we are doing very, very much the same what Bitcoin is doing. We see here various 1-2 setups. So which basically means that you get your first wave 1-2 here. Yeah, then you would normally go 3-4. But what you can see is that this wave 4 is getting into the price area of the wave 1. So basically what you do here, you have a 1-2 here, then you have to restart with another 1-2 of a lower degree. Well, the next option is then, is this another 3-4 then? No, it's not a 3-4, it is another 1-2. So indicating that, because you're coming up too far, So that indicates then that you have a very much extended wave here. So basically you get here a 1-2, a 1-2, a 1-2. I think it's very similar what Bitcoin is doing. Then you get a wave 3. Yeah. Then you get your wave 4. And then you get your wave 5. This is what Bitcoin is doing as well. Overall, on a smaller degree, on a smaller scale, what I do expect here for Polkadot as well is another move down here, possibly to the region of around $20. Then another move up, pretty much what I expect for Bitcoin as well, and then a move down. This is now the case because we have failed basically to move here into this wave B area. Now, it doesn't mean we couldn't still do it, but I think this is now much more likely to play out. And overall, nothing has changed from my, perspective. Even had we moved up here, I probably would have taken some profits, but before we then moved down, but in the end, the final price target was or remained the same. Now, this price target down here is sitting between the 0.887 fib level, basically here, yeah, pretty much a 90% correction from the wave top, and the 0.786 fib level, sitting between around $6.45 and $11.35 roughly, yeah. Sitting between these two Fibonacci retracement levels. It has to be that low because if this is an ABC correction, you would assume that it has to be lower than the wave A, and the wave A low here, that was around $11. So it would be a little bit lower than the wave A, yeah. But overall, if you try to buy exactly at the low, you're probably most likely not going to get there because this might just be a wick down. So be prepared to buy maybe a little bit higher, but that's up to you. It's no financial advice. Just want to make you aware that sometimes these lows you won't have a chance to buy because they are really low, and the chances are when you get there, you're really oversold. So there might be a very strong recovery from there potentially. Yeah, what we see here as well, on top of that, on the 8-hour chart, you see this bearish divergence. It doesn't get much clearer than that, indicated here on the chart as well. From that top to that top, you had higher prices, but you had a lower RSI going throughout, which indicates as well and confirms basically that we should see here a further correction. You see that here as well, and that now needs to play out. And on the weekly as well, what we can see here on the weekly chart is very significant actually. The weekly MACD down here is just increasing still in downward momentum, so there is no sign of slowing down. We even just now only crossed the 0 line. I think we have more space to move down. Also here on the weekly RSI, there is more scope to come down. And see it positive, because if you come down, what you do, you are resetting your indicators and you can go to new all-time highs in the next move. My price targets for the next move up, and that would be for that next wave. This would be here wave 1. Yeah, we're currently coming down here in a wave 2. Next move up would be a wave 3. That wave 3 would land at least at 1.618 extension at roughly $80, but we could even go up to, I think, $100 or $130 in a simple extended wave 3, for example. Depends on how this move up is going to look like, but you certainly at least expect a 1.618 extension at $80. Certainly we can expect further price drops, I think, especially as today, and again this also went in line with my expectations. As you know, if you've been following me here on this channel, especially as we've highlighted or marked a new low today, we're at a key support now here at 22.40. This is here this previous low as well from the 7th of September, and so we even came below the low of the 4th of December, which was that other drop. Now if we break this level, I think we are unlocking prices to that $20 level. That will be a very important psychological level. From here we could then see another move up before we then move down finally. And yeah, that is my view. So overall, short-term bearish, but generally bullish. These would be amazing prices from my point of view to get into Polkadot, especially for, well, just for the next move up. When is that playing out? I can only give you my estimation really, and I think we are going to see this correction play out through Q1. That's how it looks like currently. And the good thing is that as we're not moving up here, as it seems, it will take place faster, so it could really be completed in Q1. I mean, the correction started in November. We've pretty much done 56% of that. It's now January, so maybe another couple of months, then you might land here. And then hopefully, the thing is, why I do not expect a very long bear market, guys, is that this year was basically the bear market, wasn't it? All the way into 2019, 2020, when it then finally started. What we see here is a wave 1. A wave 1 can start slowly, yeah? What the next wave to the upside will be wave 3. A wave 3 is normally, it is a rocket start. It can be a rocket start. That is why I don't expect a very long bear market. A lot of people say we should now get into a bear market. I don't think so. I think this is a next one is a big one, a big run. Yeah, big run to the upside. Yeah, for many altcoins. Also Cardano, a lot of other ones. They are going to do well. Yeah. So if this is a rocket start, we're going to see very, very high prices in the next move, oftentimes the most powerful wave to the upside. So be ready. Again, there's no guarantee we come down to these prices. It is the area where we could land with the highest probability. And so far it's been working out. We've all been tricked here pretty much into this higher high. But in the end, it turns out this was just, in my view, an overshooting wave B, pretty much what Bitcoin did as well. And now we are in this correction, and we're going to land somewhere in this range here between these Fibonacci retracement levels. Seems to be very low now, but we have to mentally prepare each other for that. To be fair, a couple of months ago, a $20 level seemed very low, but yeah, we've been there now. So it's not low anymore, and it's just psychology. So we have to be prepared for that. Overall, also what's playing out here, and you see that on many charts here, is in my view a head and shoulders here with a neckline. Yeah, pretty much at that $25 level, which has been broken now, but the next key support is here 22 and then $20. Yeah, so that is my view on Polkadot. Hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please smash the like button and subscribe, and if you really like the content, maybe you want to consider to join as a channel member. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.